Well, black males lost control of everything once they became under the jurisdiction of racist man and racist woman. So once they were in prison, all prisoners are equal. So therefore, the black female cannot depend on the black male for anything. Why? Because he can't depend on himself for anything. He's a prisoner of war. All prisoners of war are equal, regardless of what their rank was before they became prisoners of war. If anybody understands anything about being a war prisoner, you may have had some rank before the war began, and people saluted you or said that you were this and you were that. Why? Because you had the ability to have some power and get things done. Once you became a prisoner of war, even if you were a general in the old days, or a master of supplies, or politician, that was looked up to by everybody and all like that. Once you became a prisoner of war by an alien power, and the system of white supremacy is alien to their victims, then they got nothing. They got nothing going for them. So the black female who is looking for the black male to be some kind of leader and protector for herself and her offspring, give up on that. As long as the system of white supremacy exists, you can't depend on that at all. You can ask for some help, like one prisoner can ask another prisoner for some help. And here again, I used the prison movies like Shawshank. People came to Red and asked for help in getting things from the outside and all like that. But that was very limited. And the little help that you're going to get is very limited. And then the help is really not guaranteed, and by no means. Mm-hmm. Any help that you get that's guaranteed has got to come from one source, and that is the prison masters, whoever's master of the prison. And the system of white supremacy is the master of all of the non-white people on the planet. The system of white supremacy is the master of all of the non-white people on the planet. Now, you can expect all kinds of unreliable and non-constructive behavior by people who are prisoners of war in that artificial system, particularly if the war is a bogus war to start with, which the system of white supremacy is. It never should have existed, and all of the prisoners are prisoners, all of the people in the prison are prisoners of a system that never should have existed in the first place. So therefore, what does that mean in practical terms? You can't expect anything to work the way that it should. So therefore, a non-white female cannot depend on a non-white male for anything, and shouldn't look to him for anything, with reliability.